see when people are ready, so apologize for that. Yeah, but while everybody's kind of settling in, I'll tell you a little bit about today's practice. So we are with Super Saturday later this afternoon. In honor of Super Saturday, I'm going to do a super energizing practice. So we are going to be just trying to bring some uplifting energy, some feelings of growth and expansion and expression. So we'll begin the practice here in a couple, in a minute or so with a breath practice, so a pranayama, uplifting breath practice. And as we do that breath practice, I'll begin, cue you to start, but then we'll be in it for 10 to 15 breath cycles. And I would encourage you to try to elongate each of the inhale and exhale, and we're going to do an inhalation hold or retention this time. But so we'll start with a 2 count, a 3 count, and a 1 count. But I want so keep it at those ratios, and you'll understand what I'm saying when we begin. But you can begin to expand that to like a 3 count, a 4 count, a 2 count. So just to kind of give you that empowerment to take hold of your own pranayama breath practice. Like this is all for you to get your energy flowing and to get your day off to a good start. So you gotta find what feels nice for you, okay? All right, so we'll begin in a seated position. If it's comfortable for you to be cross-legged in the Sukhasana position, please start there. If not, you can have your legs extended or whatever feels good for you, okay? We'll have our hands in a Hasta Mudra, a hand gesture for our pranayama today to just try to help channel and move that prana, that breath within us, to that upward expansion. So we will just bring all of our fingertips and thumb tip to touch and lay the back of your hands on top of your knees. Take a big inhale, grow through the spine, crown of the head grows closer to the ceiling. Exhale, kind of wiggle into your sit bones and close your eyes or soften your gaze. And stay here in this, noticing your natural breath rhythm for 2 to 3 breath cycles. Just beginning to calm the mind and check in with the breath. On your next inhale, I'd love for you to do an inhale count of 3. So inhale, 2, 3, hold for a 1 count, exhale, 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, exhale, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, hold for 1, exhale, 2. If it feels good to begin to extend those inhales and exhales and the retention, begin to do that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 2, 3. Continue to do this for probably 5 to 10 more breath cycles, and if it feels nice to expand the inhales and exhales on the hold, please do that. If it feels good to stay where you're at, stay where you're at. Bring your awareness to your breath here. Try to keep thoughts out and try to just really focus on the sensations coming in with the breath. So what's happening in your body, your lungs are inflating, feeling the sensation coming in and out of your nose, feeling your fingertips maybe, if they move with the inhale and exhale. Couple more. And on your next exhale, allow this pranayama to just fall away. Allow your natural breath to return for a few breath cycles. And release your Hasta Mudra, palms face down on the tops of the knees. Good. On your next inhale, you can open your eyes. Bring your hands up and overhead. We're gonna stay up here for a few breath cycles, and I want you to pretend like you're reaching up and trying to grab something. So while we're doing this, alternating right and left hand, you can begin expanding the side body in the rib cage, but I want you to make sure you're also keeping space between your ears and your shoulders. Let me see if I don't have that huge sweater on. So we're still not up here. We still have space between our ears and our shoulders here, but we're alternating right and left, gazing up. Beautiful. And on an exhale, open up to the right. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes behind you and gaze over your right shoulder for a twist. We'll stay here for just two or three breath cycles, just bringing some awakening into the spine. On an exhale, gently release back to neutral. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, open up to the left. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand comes behind, you gaze over your left shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch in the right side body. Good. Exhale, release. We're gonna alternate left and right with inhales and exhales on that one now. So inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale your hands up and overhead. Exhale, open to the left. Gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale, open, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist open to the left. Good. Inhale yourself back to a neutral spine. Bring the hands up and overhead. Exhale, the left hand down and right hand extends to the opposite side of the room. Here, we'll stay here for a couple breath cycles, but make sure we're not collapsing down here into the left side body. So we still have nice space in the rib cage and nice awareness in the neck. Reaching, tagging down in the right sit bone. Inhale your hands up and overhead. Exhale the right hand down. Left hand reaches over to the opposite side of the room. Keep space between your ears and your shoulders here. Close your eyes if that feels nice for you anytime through the practice. Love it if you just close your eyes through these warm-ups especially, just to help bring your awareness into the sensation of breath and body movement. All right, we're gonna flow with the breath here. So inhale, hands up. Exhale, plant the left hand, extend the right over. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, plant the right, extend the left over. One more on each side. Inhale up. Exhale. Sinking down to the sit bones. Inhale up. And exhale. Good. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, we're going to come to a tabletop position. So you can just roll over your knees or plant your hands to the side. Feet out, you can do that. We'll come to all fours. So have your knees under your shoulders and your knees under your shoulders. Your knees under your hips, your wrists under your shoulders. Hands are spread like starfish. Lots of awareness in the fingertips. Check in with your shins and your feet. Make sure you have awareness. They're not just like hanging out there. They should be in two parallel lines. Good. From here, we're going to find a little cat-cow movement. So on an inhale, gently drop the belly. The tailbone and your gaze will curl up to the sky. Pushing into the fingerprints to grow through the chest. Exhale, round your back, crown of your head, and your tailbone dip towards the ground. Chin to chest. Inhale up. Gaze and tailbone curl up, hollow back. Exhale, rounded back. Gaze and tailbone down. Do this now at your own breath rate for a few breath cycles. This is a really nice one to close your eyes and just allow the breath to be the dictator of the movement. So when you feel like you need to inhale and exhale, that's when you move. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine and walk your hands out about a hand distance, maybe a little bit more. We're going to come to puppy pose. Begin to, so we want, before we hop in there, make sure we want to try to keep our knees at 90 degrees. Okay, so we're not sinking our sit bones back here. But begin to melt your heart towards the earth. You can walk your hand up more if you need to. Trying to be aware of our shoulders here. So we don't want our shoulders in our ears. We want some, we want the neck. We want some space there. If maybe you come down to here and this feels nice for you, Maybe you can melt all the way down and your forehead or your chin can meet the earth. So find what feels good for you here. This was always a really challenging pose for me. I always felt really off balance. If it feels more stable for you to have your toes curled under right now, definitely curl your toes under. We'll stay in this puppy pose position for another breath cycle, in and out. And on an inhale, we're just going to shift the weight back forward, lifting the chest. The hands will draw back towards you a little bit. Curl your toes under and exhale your hips up to down dog. We'll stay in down dog for 3 to 5 breath cycles, maybe 1 or 2 more. Just starting to pedal out the feet if that feels nice for you. Maybe wiggle your hips back and forth. A little bit better for you. If your shoulders get tired in this position, feel free to come to puppy pose at any time when we're doing down dog, okay? You want about a leg length distance between your hands and your feet. We're here for another breath cycle or 2. You've got this. Yeah, there's breath like starfish again. Feet are about apart. Beautiful. From here, on an inhale, we're going to shift to a plank position. So plant your feet, inhale, shift your chest forward, come to a flat back. If you need to come to your knees, we'll stay here for 3 to 5 breath cycles. If you need to come to your knees, please do. Or maybe you do one knee, or maybe you alternate. We're here for a few more breath cycles. When I cue you, but not yet, we are going to lower really slowly down to the belly. So we want to make sure that your elbows are pinching in really tightly against your rib cage, and they slide down really slow, okay? So on an exhale, gently as slow as you can, all the way to the belly. Beautiful. Toes come to the top of your feet. We're going to do a little cobra play. For cobra, we want to make sure that we've got awareness in our lower body. So our feet aren't zipped together, but they're not like spread apart. There's, about hip width apart, some awareness there. Palms spread like starfish, about even with our chest. Elbows squeezing in and together like tiny little grasshopper legs. On an inhale, we're just going to start with baby cobra here. So on an inhale, gently lift your nose like, what is that, 6, 7, 8 inches off the ground, and that's it. We're not curling up at all yet. We're just going to stay in baby cobra for now. Check in with your shoulders. Are you squishing up here like this? Gently tug your shoulder blades back, down towards your glutes. Gazing off the tip of your nose, so down at the ground. We'll stay here for another breath cycle. In and exhale, release. Good. So from here, we're going to do just a little bit of inhale and exhale cobra flow. So just inhaling up and exhaling down. So if you want to grow your cobra while you're doing this a little bit, feel free to grow your cobra a little bit. Do not grow to a giant cobra just because our lower backs aren't super ready for that yet, and just we're not doing up dog or anything. So feel free to grow your cobra a little bit, but you need to be huge and giant with it, okay? All right, so make sure we have our forward foundation set. Hands are equal with our chest, space between your ears and your shoulders. Inhale, gently begin to lift the chest, the nose off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Do this at your own breath rate now for 3 or 4 more breath cycles. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your belly. And how your inhale, how that can help just lift your chest naturally when your lungs inflate. Good. Do one more wherever you're at. Inhale and exhale, relax. All right, keep on your knees, but on an inhale, you're going to push your chest up to the top of the plank on your knees. Inhale up to here. We'll stay here for just a breath cycle or 2, and then we're going to shift back to that puppy pose again, okay? So exhale, gently shift the hips back, walk your hands out a little bit if you need to, melt the chest towards the earth, puppy pose. Beautiful. So we are going to do all those movements we just did in a vinyasa. We're going to link them one breath with one movement, a nice little flow, okay? We'll do that for, 3 or 4 probably. So if you need it any time to just come back to a puppy pose or to come back to your child's pose and allow your breath rate to relax, feel free to do that, okay? It's your practice. All right, from here, Inhale, come to tabletop variation. Curl your toes under. Exhale, hips up to down dog. Inhale, top of a plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, stay on your knees, push your chest up, plank. Exhale, shift your hips back to puppy. Again, inhale, shifting the table, curl your toes under. Exhale, hips up to down dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward, come to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly, slow and steady. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, keep on your knees, but push up the chest. Exhale, puppy pose. Again. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Close your eyes if this feels good for you. Exhale, lift the hips up to down dog. Inhale, shift the weight forward, roll through the spine a little. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push the weight up. Exhale, shift your hips back to puppy. Do this one more time. Inhale, shifting the weight forward to the table. Exhale, hips up to down dog. Inhale, top of a plank. Exhale, all the way down to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, keep on your knees, push your chest up. Exhale, shift your hips back all the way to child's pose this time. Bring your sit bones to your heels. Allow the hands to come back towards the feet if that feels good for you. Give your shoulders a little bit of a break. If you want to stack your hands one on top of each other or your fists one on top of the other, your forehead, be there. But we're going to be in this child's pose for about 5 breath cycles. Just kind of noticing if we've got any energy going, getting stirred in our body, if our heart rate's up, what our breath is doing, and remembering our affirmation from today. I want you to kind of bring that into the forefront right now. And I want you to think about how you can bring expansion in there, in that area, how you can bring upward growth in that area to your life while we're in this child's pose for probably 2 to 3 more breath cycles. Slow and steady breaths. So hopefully the breath is calming down, the heart rate is slowing. Expanding the skin on the back body, taking long, juicy inhales and slow, intentional exhales. Bringing expansion, fulfillment, or grace, or strength, or whatever your affirmation is. On an inhale, we're just gently going to lift the chest and come back to that tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Exhale, lift your hips up to down dog. Good. Inhale, walk feet to meet your hands. Forward fold. Good. We're just going to come to standing. Just make sure we get our hips underneath us first to protect the lower back. Roll up one vertebrae at a time on an inhale. Bring the hands all the way up and overhead. Gaze can follow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. I hope everybody's feeling good and ready to go. We're going to do some half sun salutations now. So we'll begin with our feet width apart, hands at heart center. Slight bend in the knees. We definitely don't want to lock the knees out. Closing your eyes if that feels nice. Inhale, bring your hands up and overhead. Gaze follows. Exhale, hinge your hips forward. Fold. Inhale, come up to flat back. So in flat back, you do not want to be able to see the back of your shoulders. You want to see the top of your shoulders. So think about squeezing a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Bring your hands wherever it feels nice. Maybe it's the tops of your thighs, maybe it's the sides of your thighs. Maybe you're able to extend your hands out long and put your hands down by your knees or your shins or something. But the whole point is to make sure we're super tight to the back And on an exhale, release. If you are inhaling that whole time. Inhale, bring your hands up and overhead. Exhale, release. All right, we'll do one breath to one count this time. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew was clear on flat back. All right, inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hand hangs loose. Inhale, bring your hands up and overhead, really pushing into your feet. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Awareness in the back body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Keeping your knees as generously bent as you need to. Inhale up to flat back to help protect the lower back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Close your eyes if they're not already. Bringing your affirmation back into your mind, into your thought stream. Inviting what it means to you to feel expanded in this area, how you can have upward growth and expansion, expression in your affirmation today. Maybe smile a little bit. Beautiful. And on an exhale, you can open your eyes and release your hands. All right, from here, have the feet hip width apart. On an inhale, you're going to step the right leg back about a leg's length distance and bring the hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, and bring the hands behind your head. I call this cool guy arms. Cool guy, that's what I was calling. Or CEO arms. Kick back when their CEO does. Okay, so we are in a high lunge variation right now. We're up on our back toe. We're going to stay up on our back toe. We are not going to bend into the front leg, okay? What I want you to do on an exhale is gently tag weight into your right heel and push your hands into your head and your head into your hands and do a slight back bend and gaze up. So what we're doing is opening up the chest and starting to open up the right hip. Check in with your hips. Are they even with the short edge of the mat? Do you need to pull your left hip crease back a little bit and push your right hip crease forward a little bit? Maybe that means you need to heel toe your left foot over a little bit so you keep your hips even and on two parallel lines. Do all those things. Do the things you need to be doing to find a nice stretch in the right hip and in the chest. Lift the toes on your left foot just to make sure you're not clenching down. Okay. On an inhale, you can release the top body. Exhale and spin down the back foot, the right foot at 45 degrees. So from here, we're going to do a little bit of warrior one variation. We'll begin with bringing the hands behind the back and interlacing the fingers again. If that feels nice for you. If that's too much, you can do opposite hands and elbows. You can do fist bumps. You can do upside down prayer or that kind of prayer. That's even more intense. But just find something that feels good for you. If you're able to interlace the fingers, be there. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is, on an exhale, so your back foot's at 45 degrees, exhale, gently begin to sink into your left knee as close to 90 degrees as possible. If you need to widen your stance a little bit, you can heel toe your right leg back. But you really want to make sure that you're keeping your left knee on top of or even like behind your left ankle. You definitely don't want it in front of your left ankle. You want to make sure you have nice alignment, okay? Draw your knuckles towards the ground. So we're going to be opening up the chest, slight back bend, gazing up to the ceiling, melting into the left thigh. So bringing the left quad as close, or left hamstring as close to the ground as possible. Beautiful. And on an exhale, release your hands, round your back, bring your hands to meet in front of you, interlace them again, and pull your knuckles towards the wall in front of you. So we have a rounded back now. Space between your ears and your shoulders, gazing down at your right or your left toe. Beautiful. Here for one more big breath cycle. In and out. Inhale, release your hands, straighten your front leg. From here, we're going to come to triangle. I like to shorten my stance for triangle. So if it feels good for you to have this big stance for triangle, stay there. If you want to heel toe your left leg or your right leg in a little bit, feel free to do that. Bring your hands to T. On an inhale, extend the left arm out long, like you're trying to grab something. And on an exhale, begin to hinge into the left side body. Right hand comes up to the ceiling. So right now, your hand should not be down to the ground yet. It should be like at your thigh or your knee, okay? We'll journey down for a minute. If it's too much on your neck to gaze up at your right thumb, gaze down at your left toe, okay? If it feels good for you to begin to sink down a little bit with the left hand, you can do that. But I want you to make sure that you're not squishing the left side body. You have a nice elongation in the left side body still. And I want to make sure when you do that, that your right shoulder is not falling over in front of you. If you can see the back of your right shoulder, you have gone too far. You need to come out of it a little bit so you can see the top of the front. Inhale, bring your hands back up to T. Exhale, right foot to left foot. Nice job. Now we'll do the other side. Hands at heart center, feet hip width apart. Inhale, the left leg back, about a leg's length distance. Check in with your hips, make sure they're even with the short edge of the mat. Interlace the hands behind the head for cool guy arms. Make sure that you feel really good in your form and foundation before you begin to open up into the pose, okay? So once you feel good, exhale, gently begin to sink the left heel towards the ground to bring an awakening into the left thigh or the left hip. And begin to open your chest up to the ceiling. Pushing your hands into your head and your head into your hands is going to help bring even more expansion into the armpit chest area. Close your eyes if that feels nice. That might be a lot of a balance challenge because this is definitely a balance challenge for me right now too. Beautiful. On an exhale, gently release your hands. Spin your left heel down at about 45 degrees. We're going to come to that warrior one play, but make sure we have a nice form and foundation first. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind your back if that feels nice, or do whatever you did on the other side. On an exhale, gently sink into the right knee. Make sure that you're in alignment. This is out of alignment. If you need to open your stance up, move your left leg back a little bit. So maybe you stay up here. This is fine. This is a good place to be. If you feel comfortable sinking down, bringing your hamstrings a little bit closer to the earth. Tagging a little bit of weight in the knuckles to help open up the chest. Pushing into the pinky edge side of the left foot. So make sure that you're really driving in with the back leg. And on an exhale, release the hands, round the back to the front to meet in the front and interlace. Keeping space between your ears and your shoulders still. Melting a little bit closer to that 90 degrees in the front knee. That feels good for you. Good. On an inhale, gently release your hands, straighten the front leg. If it feels good to heel toe your back leg in a little bit, be there. Hands come to T. Inhale, extend your right arm out like you're trying to grab something. Exhale, bring your right hand towards your right knee. Left hand goes up to the ceiling. You can hear I'm already starting to sink forward. Make sure you're really super open in your chest in the triangle. Imagine you're leaning back really. If it feels good, to gently begin to try to journey a little further down. You can do that. Keeping in mind our form and alignment. On your next inhale, gently bring your hands to T. Exhale, back foot to meet the front foot, hands at heart center. We'll stay in this pose for about 5 breath cycles. Please close your eyes. Lift your toes to feel where you're rooting and grounding. Lift your sternum to meet your chest to feel where you're lifting and lengthening. Recall your affirmation. Recall how it feels to get bigger in that area, to expand, to grow, to learn. Take one more big breath in and out. Gently open your eyes. All right, so grab that belt, strap, scarf, yoga, whatever you got, or nothing, that's fine. We're gonna do dancer pose right now. So I'm gonna show you 3 different variations of it without the strap. I always have my strap around my neck. You don't have to have it around your neck right now, you can just have it on the back by you or whatever. But I'm gonna show you a couple variations without the strap, and I'll show you variations with the strap, okay? So to begin, we will have our feet hip width apart. We already, okay, let's go. We'll have our feet hip width apart. Gently begin to sink the weight into the left foot, into your left foot. And inhale, bend the right knee and bring your right foot behind you. So if you can grab your right foot on the pinky edge side on the outside of it right now. So your elbow will be pointing out towards the right. So this is the first variation. While we're here, we want to make sure that our knee is pointed down, and feel free to grab a wall if you need to do that while we're doing these balancing poses, by the way. Gentle bend in the knee. Finding something to keep your gaze on will help keep our balance. The next hand variation is going to be to bring your hand and cup it over your toes. So your thumb will be in the bottom middle of your foot, and your fingers are going to be on the top of your foot. And your elbow will be able to kind of like bend up to the ceiling. Here in this variation, we are able to begin to grow our dancer a little bit. So if we kick our right leg back, begin to expand. We don't want to tip over. We don't want our torso parallel with the ground. We want to try to keep it lifted. This feels good. And then the final hand variation is to bring the palm to the arch of the foot and do that. So stay here for one more big breath cycle. And exhale, release. Good. So if you have a strap, grab that strap or belt or tie or whatever. If you don't, just do one of the variations that we just did. But try to use a prop. What you're going to do is wrap it around with the strings going backwards. So you won't have the loose ends going in front of you, you're actually going to have them behind you. Okay? So we'll begin with our feet hip width apart. Good forward foundation always. On an inhale, we'll begin to bend your right knee, bring your right foot behind you. And you see I did a little like spin out kind of to lift my leg up. So your strap should be in your right hand. Inhale the right hand up, the right leg up. Bring the left hand to meet the strap as well. Both your elbows should be pointing towards the front. From here, begin to walk your hands towards your foot. And you can open up and dancer a little more with the strap. So it's a really big shoulder stretch, really big chest stretch, really big hip stretch. So So keep doing this for another breath cycle or two, wherever you're at. And on your next exhale, gently release. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then come down for our savasana, okay? All right. Good form and foundation. Feet are about hip width apart, whatever you feel good and steady and stable with. Begin to shift the weight into the right foot. Inhale, grab the left foot behind you, and just bring the hands to the pinky edge side of the foot. We'll stay here for a breath cycle or two, opening up, pushing out through the hip. If it feels good to spin the hands, spin your hands on top of your toes. So your thumb will be bottom, middle of your foot. Fingers will be at the top of your foot. Maybe your right hand comes out in front of you to help counterbalance and grow. If it feels good, if this is where you like to be, stay here for another 5 breath cycles or so. If you want to play with your strap, grab your strap around the left foot, strings behind you, strap in the left hand. Begin to shift the weight into your right foot. Inhale. Lift the foot with the strap. Bring the right hand to the strap as well. Gently walk the feet towards the hand. Elbows pointing towards the front, making sure we're not dipping down a bunch, but we're open right through the chest. One more big breath cycle. And exhale, release. Nice job. Give it a little shake. We'll shimmy, we'll shake. And we're gonna make our way down to the ground, okay? So on an inhale, just bring your hands up and overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Plant your hands, tabletop position. Good. We're just kicking the legs out to one side and coming to the sit bones from here. Excellent. And from here, we're going to come to flat back, but keep your knees bent and the soles of your feet planted on the ground. Gently roll down one vertebrae at a time. Until you come completely flat. We're going to do a couple bridge to ball counter poses and then some supine twists, and then we'll have a nice savasana, okay? So for bridge, we want about a foot or a foot and a half between our glutes and our heels. Our feet are about hip width apart. Hands are spread like starfish at our sides. We're going to inhale and gently begin to lift the hip points up to the ceilings. Bring your knees to your toes. And exhale, release. Do that again. Inhale, just gently up. Close your eyes if that feels nice. Exhale, release. Do one more. Keep space between your chin and your chest here. Maybe you're pretending to look at a spot on the ceiling, back and behind you. And exhale, release. This time, bring your knees into your chest. Hands come to like the fronts of the knees and the shins. If it feels good to rock back and forth or draw circles with the knees, do that for a moment or two. From here, on an inhale, allow the feet to come back to the mat. Hands plant, lift the hips up, bridge. Exhale, glutes fall, knees in, come to ball pose. Push out of your heels. Inhale, come back to bridge. Slow and steady flowing here. Exhale, ball. So we're not getting big bridges or like deep, like big tight balls here. because because we're moving with our breath. So it's a little more quick than that. But yeah, couple more and you're on breath. Oh shoot. All right, good. And on your next inhale, allow the knees to float and the shins to float parallel with the ceiling, and hands to come to T on your exhale. Good. From here, we're just going to supine twist a little bit to each side. So on an exhale, just gently allow your knees to come to the left. Gaze can go over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, gently bring your knees back to neutral and exhale them over towards the right and take your gaze over your left shoulder. Or you can keep your gaze up to the ceiling if that feels nice. We'll stay here for a few breath cycles and then we'll go back and forth. One breath, one movement. On your next inhale, gently bring your knees back to neutral, shins parallel with the ceiling. Exhale over to the left, knees gaze over to the right. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, gaze over to the right. Gaze over to the right, knees over to the left. Do a couple more of these with your own breath right now. Slow and steady. Good. And on your next inhale, keep your knees neutral and allow your feet to come to the ground. The soles of your feet to come to the ground on exhale. Slide your right foot out long and slide your left foot out long. If that feels comfortable, if it feels better for you to keep your knees bent and your feet planted, you can have your feet open as wide as the mat and splay your knees in together if that feels a little bit better. We're gonna have our palms face open towards the ceiling today. Take a moment and push your head, the back of your head into the ground to lift your upper back body and crawl your legs in and together just a little bit to help open up the chest. Elbows just gently tug in towards the side, no jazz hands, just a little bit of awareness there. Gently allowing our minds to calm down and our brains to calm down a little bit. And bringing our awareness to our toes and our feet. And on your next inhale, clench your toes and your feet, and on your exhale, release them. Inhale, clench. Exhale, release. Inhale, clench. Exhale, release. On this inhale, bring your awareness up to your shins, your calves, your quads, your thighs. On your next inhale, tense those muscles and release. Engage your legs. Release. Inhale, tighten. Exhale, relax. Inhale your awareness up to your glutes and lower belly, mid-belly. And on an inhale, tighten. And exhale, release. Inhale, clench. Exhale, relax. One more. Inhale, tighten the belly. Exhale, it melts into the mat. On your next inhale, draw your awareness up to your chest, your upper arms, forearms, hands, fingers. Inhale, clench. Exhale, releasing any tension in the muscles sitting. Inhale, clench. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, grasping and letting go. Inhaling our awareness up to our neck, jaw, face, forehead. Clenching here on an inhale and allowing to release and relax on an exhale. One more big breath in to be tense and exhale to release. On your next inhale, just allow your awareness to come out through your body, up through the crown. And allow this muscle relaxation to sink in. Allow all of those asanas, those postures, those yoga postures we just did to sink in. It stirred up so much energetic goodness in us today. Noticing when our mind begins to wander off of our relaxed muscles and onto the day's lists and tasks. And reminding ourselves that we can focus in on our breath and our bodies for just another moment or two. On your next inhale, invite a little bit more oxygen into the lungs, a little bit more of an intentional big inhale, a little bit more of an intentional exhale. We'll stay doing this slow body wake up for 5 to 10 breath cycles. This should be a super slow process. Gently beginning to awaken your toes and your fingers, your hands, feet, wrists, ankles, arms and legs. Stretching, bringing movement back to the body. And eventually, when it feels good to you, you're going to roll over onto your right side for a couple breath cycles. Maybe you bring your hands underneath your head, little pillow. Close your eyes again for another breath cycle or two. And when it feels good to you, when you're ready, you can push yourself up to seated position, the way we started the practice. Take a moment to make any adjustments you need to. Your hands will find their way to heart center. Eyes will close. Give everybody a couple more breath cycles to find your way here before we close with some thoughts on aparigraha or non-possessiveness. Sharing a passage from one of my favorite books, The Yamas and Niyamas. Anything we cling to creates a maintenance problem for us. The material items that we hoard, collect, buy because they are on sale, or take because they are free, all take up space and demand our attention. More subtle attachments come in the form of our images and beliefs about ourselves, about how life should be, and about how others should be. These images keep us in bondage to our own learning and growth. Clutter in our physical space blocks our ability to physically move, while clutter in our minds blocks our freedom to expand and have space for the next thing that life wants to bring us. We'll close by taking 3 inhalations through the nose and open mouth exhalations together, beginning now. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming to practice with me today. The light in me sees the light in you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Ooh.
All right, take a second to kind of come back to reality here. I needed that. Oh! kind of needed that big time. Thank you so much, Elika.
That was great, Elika.
Good. Oh, good. You're so welcome.
Yes, we needed that. Is it weird not being able to see us, like knowing that we're doing it or not doing it? That.
Super weird just from a, like, I have no idea, like, who needs additional queuing, you know what I mean? So that's like from the safety perspective of it, like, I don't like that I can't, even if it was flipped around, I couldn't see you, like, it's hard to do on video as far as, you know, helping like that, but I mean, it's funny, it's weird. But I like it, I mean, I really like doing it, and I mean, I feel like people will let me know if they have questions. I hope you let me know if you have questions or if something's going on, or if you're like, hey, I'm doing this pose, but I don't know if it's wrong. Take a picture of it and send it to me. I'll let you know.
No, I kind of like glanced over at the like little, because I had you on my big screen because I wanted to see you like larger, but then with the computer I still had everybody like over on the side, and like everybody looked good. Like I kind of glanced up a couple of times just to be like, are we all moving? Like, you know, and like I saw it and like I thought we all looked good. I think definitely, like, I was just wondering how it was for you, because I was like, man, she can't. I know also, like, when you're in a yoga room and you're like, you can feel people's energy and you can, like you said, walk around and make sure, like, hey, push your hips a little higher, push through your arms a little more. So I could see how that would be like, it would be hard to just like, because you're so used to consciously being aware of other people and then being like, okay, I just have to focus on what I'm doing and hopefully they're following.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like that with any online platform, you know, like, it's not obviously this with you guys, like, I do the lives on my Facebook feed, and like, I have no idea what people are doing, but the fact that we all work out is super helpful for me, because I know that you know, like, are comfortable moving your body and can listen and take the cues, like, you know what I mean, like, we're all pretty attuned to that, so that's definitely a comforting factor for me, so.
Yeah. Well, and you keep it, I think that like you keep it pretty like simple. Like you put a challenging move in there, like, okay, we're about to try this, but like it's not the main focus. Like I love that, like the main focus is breathing and being aware and just feeling good. And then you're like, okay, we're gonna challenge you for a minute. Okay, now lay back down. It's like perfect. So I love it. I love the flow that you have to it. And I like absolutely really appreciate you doing these for us. So
I love that.
Today was so good because I sat all week, and I mean the stretching on my lower back, that was perfect. Perfect.
Good. Well, I'm I'm working on putting some videos up on YouTube, some yoga videos up on YouTube. I'm just waiting for a better recording quality device. That's on my agenda. So once I get that up and going, I'll definitely share that link with you ladies so you can access that, you know,